All observe Drug Day or International Day Against Drug Abuse and Trafficking on June 26. A United Nations report on drugs has estimated that over 296 million people were using drugs in 2021, an increase of 23% over the previous decade. Now, the report featured the increasing dominance of synthetic drugs, drug-related disparities and inequalities, and illicit drug economics, accelerating conflicts, among others. It also features a special chapter on drug trafficking and the crimes that affect the environment in the Amazon basin, as well as sections on criminal trials involving psychedelics and the medical use of cannabis and others. Yahya Jammeh has more details of that in this report.
According to the World Drug Report 2023 launched by the UN Office on Drugs and Crime on Monday, it cited that the continued record of illicit drug supply and increasingly agile trafficking networks are compounding in intersecting global crisis and challenging health services and law enforcement responses. New data put the global estimate of people who injected drugs in 2021 at 13.2 million, which is said to be 18% higher than the previously estimated. The report further highlighted that the number of people who suffer from drug use disorders has skyrocketed to 39.5 million, a 45% increase over 10 years. Additionally, the report also highlighted how social and economic inequalities drive and are driven by drug challenges, the environmental devastation and human rights abuses caused by illicit drug economies, and the rising dominance of synthetic drugs. Substance abuse by youth is at higher risk than non-users for mental health problems, including depression, conduct problems, personality disorders, suicidal thoughts, attempted suicide, and suicide. The report also identifies that youth populations are the most vulnerable to using drugs and are also more severely affected by substance use disorder in several regions. In Africa, 70% of people in treatment are under the age of 35. In most cases globally, the prevention and treatment schemes of drug-related abuses are always a challenge both at national and international levels. To solidify the latter, the report says that demand for treating drug-related disorders remains largely unmet, with only 1 in 5 people suffering from drug-related disorders were in treatment for drug use in 2021, given widened disparities in access to treatment across regions. Public health prevention and access to treatment services must be prioritized worldwide, the report argues, saying that failure to do this, drug challenges will leave more people behind. The report further uncovered the need for law enforcement responses to keep pace with agile criminal business models and the proliferation of cheap synthetic drugs that are easy to bring to market. Large inequalities, access and availability of controlled drugs for medical use persist, particularly for pain management. The disparity is particularly prevalent between the global north and south and across urban and rural areas, making some people feel the negative impact of drugs more than others. Some 86% of the world's population live in countries with too little access to pharmaceutical opioids, mainly low and middle-income countries. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Yahya Jammeh.